refugee situations, where we have found a compelling need to try and find solutions for them because they've been in protracted situations for a very, very long time. And this is where UNHCR has entered into a dialogue with all of its resettlement partners, and is also seeking to find new resettlement countries with the hope of trying to resettle more refugees now, today, than ever before. In fact, we have appealed openly to the states, asking them to take more. More because the numbers have swelled. Thirdly, we have so many refugees. And two, simply because there is no solutions for some of them. The scope for their return is pretty distant. And so we are appealing to the states to try and take them. Having said that, there is one very, very important part we must remember about resettlement. Look at Canada. It is a very generous country, and it has taken border refugees, who fly in directly. They've taken refugees whose arrival here is organized, and they've got refugees and asylum seekers arriving at their borders. So you have a country like this that is generous. But can you imagine if a country brings in more refugees for resettlement, but does not have the absorption capacity to do so, does not have the employment opportunities, does not have the means whereby such people would be able to come and settle down and start a normal life? You would probably be doing injustice to those people who are attracted here, come here, but are not in a position to be able to find a normal life. So I think one important aspect of resettlement is also the absorption capacity of states, because all of the resettlement countries ensure that refugees arriving them in an organized and approved manner are well received, are given all the orientation that's necessary, are given higher education or whatever training that's required, and they're put into the job market so that they are able to earn and fend for themselves. And this is not very straightforward. And today, the situation is getting even more complicated. We have unemployment that's rising. We have a world financial crisis that we have at hand. And this is compounding to the problems we have also of trying and finding solutions for those who may go beyond, for those numbers that go beyond those who need to be immediately protected and to be resettled.
Well, thank you, Abraham. We've gone a little bit over time, but I would like to say thank you not only for your willingness to come and give this presentation, but for really underscoring the important role that research can play in advancing debates and discussions and the kinds of issues that you raised. Especially, for example, with the last question on resettlement, and resettlement is the only solution, the last solution, what have you. The research that's coming out now by Howard Edelman and others, for example, that there are certain kinds of refugee situations for which resettlement will be the only solution because repatriation is just so inconceivable given the nature of the particular refugee population and the need to disaggregate and look at different kinds of refugee populations. Work from a solid understanding of the particularities of individual situations. So this, I hope, is the beginning of a long conversation between the research community in Canada and UNHCR and other partners on how research can play a positive role in helping to advance the kinds of solutions that first and foremost address and attend to the needs of the individuals who are vulnerable and in need of protection and finding solutions. But with that said, could you please join me in thanking Abraham for his presentation? So the next sessions will begin again at 11 o'clock, and there is coffee in the atrium on the third floor.